is your life, you guys? How are things going today? I had a busy day, just totally filled with coaching sessions. And then hung out with my husband for a bit. We shot the shit. Talked about all kinds of things. I need help. What's your question? Happy Women's Day, right? Love you. I love you back. I'm struggling with wanting to meet people naturally but not going out much in current times. Yeah, so online really is the way to go. I was going, disappointed with the match. Try the other ones. Can you give advice on how to keep conversations going? I'm in the talking phase. Yes. So I got a couple of options for you of places where you can find questions that you can ask that are going to like lead into more questions and discovery. So the talking stage, by the way, should be talking, no talk, like no kissing, no sex. Otherwise you just put blinders on, you shut down the red flag alert, you say no to anybody else who wants to get to know you just for someone you don't know, which doesn't make any sense. But in No More Assholes, this book here, you are going to find 15 questions that are going to help you peel back who he is. Also, if you click on the click here button in the link tree in my bio, you're going to see there's a book at the bottom of the page. It's called You're Pulling My Leg. And it's got all these super cute questions, these really fun kind of question-y games that you can play with somebody that's going to help you get to know them better, but in a really fun way, like in a really light, fun way. So in No More Assholes, there's like heavier questions that help you get to know them. Mama Queen. And in You're Pulling My Leg, it's like lighter, fun questions to get to know them. So that combination is really going to give you a lot to talk about in the talking stage. Also, you should be talking about your fundamental values. What do you want in a relationship? Should guy pay first on the first date? Yeah, totally. Absolutely. But the first date should be cheap. The first and second date, you're looking for him to pay because you're looking for the kind of man who's like proud about being a provider. Like that's in his fundamental nature. He's not looking for someone to take care of him. He's looking to take care of someone and for that person to be reciprocal. So make the first couple dates walking dates with a beverage so that the only thing it costs him is a drink, because the only thing you want to ask yourself in those first few dates is, do I want to see them again? It's a vibe check, right? So it doesn't need to be an interview. It's like, how do I feel about this person's energy? But you should be having the conversation about fundamental values. Fundamental values are the things that if you don't get that in your partner, it will make you sad and maybe resentful. Probably resentful. Like, I want to get married, but he doesn't want to get married. I want to have kids, but he doesn't want to have kids. Right? Like, those things that are really going to have an emotional effect on you if your partner doesn't share the same values. Now, there's a difference between fundamental values and values. Like, I'm not super upset that my husband is not also a liberal, but I would be upset if I did not want kids and he wanted kids. And he was like, I really want kids. I really want you to make me a baby. I might make him a baby because I love him, but I would resent him if I really didn't want a baby and I got all this stress and my body went to, pot. Right? So, and if I said, no, I don't want a baby, and he gave up on the dream of having a baby, he might resent me every time he saw somebody have a baby because he would yearn to have a baby. So it's really important to discuss the fundamental values early, like first date early, because you don't want to fall for somebody, give up a fundamental value, and then regret giving up a fundamental value. You're so welcome. Let him pay the first couple dates and reciprocate, right? So the third date, you reach for your wallet. And if he says, no, I got it. Say, are you sure? And he's like, no, it's okay. It's on me. So you let him pay the third date if he insists on it. And then you plan and pay for the fourth date. Those are deal breakers, yes. Is there a realistic timeline for a man to propose? 5 years. because there's still a lot of figuring out in those first few years, right? But by the time you get to 5 years, it's like shit or get off the pot. I can't wait to have babies. Will you be the godmama queen? That's super cute. A guy I was talking to wanted to discuss physical needs on the 4th day talking. Is that bad? It's not, right? This is a 4th date. Discussing is fine, but use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. And if he's like, I can't wait 3 months for first kiss, then here's what you understand. He lacks impulse control and or doesn't care about who you are, cares more about what he wants and when he's going to get it, doesn't care so much about who you are. My ex of 3 years is going through mental health issues. He has completely disconnected and stopped talking. So he needs to get help. You're not his therapist. What about after 8 years? Time to have a board meeting about fundamental values, timelines. I want to get married by this time. I want to be engaged by this time. What do you think about that? How long do you suggest after breakup to start dating again with the 3-month no kissing rule? You can get back out there now. Using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule means you're not just going to fall into a relationship. People who are not using a plan and who are going to kiss to see where it goes are like, I need to wait a certain amount of time because they think time will make the difference. Time will not make the difference. It's not the timing of when you're dating, it's how you're dating that matters. If you're using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, you're reading No More Assholes, you're grading their paper on the 12 traits you should be looking for in a partner, and figure out if your fundamental values align, if your timelines align, if your compatibility is aligned, if they make you laugh more than anybody else, if they're hardworking, loyal and devoted, practice the 3 Ps, protect, profess, provide. If you've done that, then you pick the right partner regardless of how long after you divorce you pick your partner. It's all about the how, you guys. Timing doesn't matter for shit. You can wait years and get in the wrong relationship because you didn't vet for the right partner. Which book of yours would you suggest for someone who's in a 2-year relationship? Fix That Shit. It would be Fix That Shit. Guys, who wants a notification when I go live? Say, I do. My boyfriend has a narcissistic mother and he has issues with me holding him accountable. Should I back off? Yeah, get out of that relationship. Get out of that relationship. Because she is overbearing and he's making it your problem instead of him taking care of the issue that comes from his side. We are the ambassadors to our side. If there's somebody on your side causing a problem in your relationship, you need to deal with it. If he's not dealing with his side, get out of the relationship, because you will be one of those people saying, my mother-in-law is narcissistic and my husband lets her be an asshole towards me. Don't do that. Don't be that person who walks into a burning building and then complains that they get 3rd-degree burns. To know about how relationships in that time frame should look like. Yes, fix that shit. What about if we just got out of a toxic relationship? Should we take some time off dating? If you want, absolutely. Right? Read No More Assholes. Educate yourself. Start the process of getting yourself right for dating. I teach you how to calm and settle your mind and emotions. I teach you how to elevate your self-esteem. If you got into a toxic relationship, it's because your self-esteem wasn't high enough to keep you out of it. So I teach you how to elevate your self-esteem. I teach you how to elevate your confidence. I teach you what to look for. Don't say to the universe, no. Say, I'm using a time and space barrier to ensure I don't choose the wrong partner. No kissing, no sleepovers for 3 months. That resonates so much. You're so welcome. Your words are cool. Thank you. For teens, do you expect the same stuff you talk about here? Are there different rules? So here's the thing, no matter how old you are, if you want to explore. The criteria is, do I find you attractive and do I trust you? If you're looking for a relationship, the criteria is the person who's right for you long term. So you need to know what you should be looking for, and you need to use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule to make sure that person is that person. So regardless of how old you are or how young you are, if you want to play, then you play. If you want a relationship, you do the no kissing for 3 months dating rule. I do. So my I do's, those of you who want a notification when I go live, click my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell, and when you do that, say, I just did. My man holds small grudges for a long period of time and tries to make me seem like the bad guy. So use fix that shit. Do what is in fix that shit. Of course, my husband did that with me. Of course, I did that with my husband because neither of us knew how to relationship properly. So grab fix that shit and start applying what is in this book so that you start relationshiping the way you should. She doesn't want me, but I want her. What do? You back off. If she doesn't want you, you respect that. How should I approach the topic of my boyfriend being financially irresponsible? Have you not talked to him about this before? If you've never said anything about that before, I love you back. What you're going to say is, I need to be in a relationship with somebody who is financially responsible, because I need to be in a relationship with somebody that I can build a life with. And I can't build a life with somebody who is not financially responsible. If you cannot be financially responsible, this is not the relationship for me. So give him that speech. Give him 30 days to get his shit together if you want to give him time. And if in 30 days he doesn't change how he manages money, get out of that relationship. You've given him the opportunity to make an educated choice about whether or not he was going to keep you. He decided he was going to continue to be financially irresponsible. Leave the relationship and find somebody better suited for you. And boyfriend's dad makes me feel uncomfortable with his racist comments. He says I'm too sensitive. Fuck him. You don't need to spend time with your boyfriend's dad. You don't need to swallow what he says. It's, I'm not too sensitive. I know the difference between right and wrong, and what he says is wrong. And if you insist on calling me too sensitive because I know what's right and wrong, maybe this family is not for me. Significant other is brutally honest and it hurts. So the best thing I ever did was acknowledge the fact that the truth hurts. And when somebody said something to me that hurt, I'd ask myself, what is the truth in this statement? And then I'd say, what do I need to do so that those words are no longer true? So that if somebody says that again, it doesn't hurt me because it's not true. I just did it. Good. Did you tell him about the 3-month rule? My husband? Who? Tell who? If you guys fracture your questions, I have no idea, because it becomes puzzle pieces and they get all split up and I can't put the puzzle together. Is it normal if my boyfriend makes plans with me but always cancels because of his mental health? You need to dump him, my love. You were basically in limbo with somebody who is not taking care of their mental well-being. And that is putting you in a position where you're not living life. Like, you keep setting aside time for him and then he cancels and now you're like, I was gonna do something, but now I'm not. So I could have planned something else. I could have done something else. I could have been more productive with my time. And so you are holding me back, and I can't keep letting you infect my life with your inconsistency. I've noticed microaggressions. He's from a conservative family, right? Love Jesus, hate everyone else. So I would split from the family, because that's so close-minded. That is so close-minded. Hello. My boyfriend called me and I was talking to him and he said, I'm talking to my neighbor, and hung up. Sounds like a jerk. I know. What are you listening to? It's a meditation, yes. It's a chakra balancing. It's a Rich Pendlebury track. You'll find it on my YouTube channel. He's toxic. We don't have to be in relationships with toxic people. How do I tell my toxic boyfriend I want to do no kissing for 3 months dating rule? You're already kissing, my love. You're already calling him your boyfriend. No kissing is so that you don't choose somebody you don't know as a boyfriend. So you've already committed to somebody. Right? You already committed. No kissing means I'm not committing until I know you better. Why does my girlfriend think I'm going to break up with her a lot? I don't know. I haven't talked to her. I'm getting introduced to a friend of a friend this weekend. Any tips? Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. You want to be with a man who loves and appreciates you for who you are. So important. How do I get over the rejection of my husband leaving me for another woman? Grab comeback queen, my love. Comeback queen. Put yourself back together. You are not responsible for his decisions. I went back to my ex after 20 years. He's emotionally unavailable. Can't stop loving him. You can't stop loving him because you have disempowered yourself. Come get a coaching session with me when you're finally ready for some empowerment. When you are ready to level up, come get a coaching session. We'll fix that shit. We'll fix that shit. Can't do it on a live though. How do you pick up flirting signals? Sometimes I have no idea it's even happening. Are you a boy or a girl? If you're a boy, and she touches you, then she's flirting with you. If you're a girl and he's giving you time, then he's flirting with you. But it doesn't necessarily mean they want a relationship. It could just mean they want something from you, right? They want something from you. What do they want? Only time tells. Use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. Make sure their intentions are good intentions. What? I don't know. I don't know. Because if I lose all my memories, I wouldn't be a dating coach today, right? If I never got to make new ones, I'd go with never making new ones. I've had a pretty good life. Girlfriend always calls other people but not me, and she slept with someone, but I can't lose her. It sounds like you need a coaching session, love. This is a deep individualistic thing to get into, and I would need to unpack, ask a bunch of questions, figure things out in order to actually guide you towards a solution. I don't think there's someone can figure out any relationship because everyone is different. Well, you're quite wrong. You're quite wrong, right? Like, science is all about asking questions to understand, right? So in a coaching session, I get to ask the questions I need to ask in order to understand. I'm actually very good at what I do. Dating someone who blocked me from seeing what he posts, says it's too controversial. Should I worry? Dump the motherfucker. Dump the motherfucker. I don't want to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't include me in who they are. So I wanna have sex with you, but I don't want you to know who I am. I want to have sex with you, but I don't want you to see what I post on my social media. That sounds so sketchy. I can fix anyone who comes to me and lets me know what's going on and follows the advice that I give them. I have a 100% success rate when you do your work. I'm a coach. You don't come to me and just talk and then leave without homework. You always have work to do when you come and talk to me. And the work I have you do is scientifically based. In addition to that, I never ask you to do anything I haven't done myself. So everything I'm asking you to do is something I actually understand, fundamentally understand how it works. How do I schedule a coaching session? Go to my bio, click on the link tree. There's a one-on-one button. Click on that, it takes you to a page. Follow the instructions on the page and you can book yourself in. Do you think two people must have in common to connect with each other? Fundamental values, right? So aligning on what is most important to them. I want to get married. I want to have a baby. I want to buy a house. I want to travel the world. I want to share my religion with my partner, like actively share it. There are things that you want in a relationship that you don't want to live without with your partners. That needs to align. A sense of humor. You need to make each other laugh. Compatibility of character, qualities. I am financially responsible, so am I. The more you two align, the less conflict there is. If I'm financially responsible and you are irresponsible and I'm constantly bailing you out, we will fight. I will also be upset that we can never advance in goals because all of my money is going to bail out your stupidity. So there are certainly things that need to align for that connection, the intimacy, right? Like I'm not gonna feel so intimately connected to you if I feel like I'm your mother. So there's certainly a lot of things that need to align. That's why you should do a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. There should be an observation period where you go to their house, you see them with their family, you see them with their friends, you get an understanding of who they are. And I mean, if before 3 months is up, they're blocking you on their social media, it's like, okay, there's a massive red flag. I'm not going to kiss that one. He doesn't include me. He doesn't want me to see who he is. I'm not going to get in a relationship with somebody who doesn't want me to actually know who he is, wants to hide himself from me. It's fights in a relationship healthy? A fight is fire meeting fire. That is not good. It is entirely unnecessary. And what happens is there's a retraction of good emotions in a fight. The opposite of retraction is growth. Every time you have a fight, you retract. If you never fight, growth continues. So don't fight. In other words, don't retract, and the growth just continues to happen. My husband and I haven't had a fight in 5 years. We still keep getting closer because we just continuously enjoy the growth of love between us. Some people should not be in a relationship. Boyfriend flirts with me alone, but not when my friends are here. Does that mean he's scared? Could just mean he's just private. Like, my husband is not, like, you know, and it could be that you guys are still early. Like, my friends after 10 years are now starting to say to me, oh my God, Dennis is so funny, because it took him that long to open up to them. So, you know, men are selective with their energy. They don't splash everything out all the time. They're not trying to win everybody over. They want to make sure you're worth their energy before they show you what's inside. If you don't want to fix your relationship, then it won't be fixed. 100%. Love's so right. That's right. Red flags. Disagreements don't need to turn into fights. 100%. I teach you guys that. I teach you that and fix that shit. Boyfriend dropped me off because he said I'm a weight on his shoulder and needs some alone time. Were you guys spending too much time together, and are you being too codependent? Don't be codependent. Be individualistic. Should goals be similar for a successful couple? Yeah. Like, you know, my husband doesn't have to have a goal to be a life coach. I don't need to have a goal to have the kind of business he has, right? You don't have to have all the same goals, but the fundamental value goals, like the goal of buying a house, the goal of retiring early, those goals should align. And, you know, actually, kind of think of it, retiring early, that doesn't need to be a fundamental value goal. Maybe I want to retire early, but I'm okay with my husband working 10 more years because I'm okay doing my own thing. But if it's a fundamental value that you retire early with your partner to go travel the world, then you need to find the partner who shares that value. My wife thinks I'm a narcissist, and I think she is. It sounds like the two of you need some coaching to figure out what's going on in your relationship. What if your boyfriend wants you to be a home wife? If you don't, your fundamental values are not aligned. But I'm a home wife. I'm a home wife, right? For all intents and purposes, to my husband, I'm a home wife because I don't get up and leave in the morning. I get up with him. Sometimes I get up after him. Sometimes I get up before him, but I make him breakfast every morning. I make him lunch every day and go bring it to him at the shop. I bring him supper every day at the shop. I keep the house clean. I fold his clothes and put it away. I do the laundry, right? So for him, it feels like he has a home wife, but I'm working 80 hours a week working at my own job. So you can be a quote unquote home wife and still work your own job. Should I still be friends with my ex? If you want to and it's platonic, you can. What are some green flags in someone you're just starting the no kissing for 3 months dating rule? They stay. They stay, right? They don't run away because you're saying no kissing for 3 months. And they show up. They don't cancel dates on you. Definitely green flags. I had a video call with my boyfriend once, sharing my screen with him so we can watch a movie. Oh, giving you... Asked him to share a screen, but he refused. Ooh, red flag. Yes, I am married. A boyfriend of 5 years has never unraveled childhood trauma and has some narc traits. What do I do? I don't know, love. I don't know, love. Get a coaching session because I don't know what these narc traits are. My boyfriend wants me to be at home. I don't know if this is a man or a guy, so I would need to R. My boyfriend wants me to be at home. I don't know if this is a man or a guy, so I would need to clarify. First of all, I would want to clarify, like, if you get a coaching session with me, we're going to clarify if you're with a selfish short-term thinker or a generous long-term thinker. And then figure out if you should stay or go. And if you should stay, these are the things that you should do to really solidify your relationship and make it better and have more understanding and peace in your relationship, create more intimacy and closeness. But if this is a selfish short-term thinker, let's talk about how you're gonna get yourself in a relationship with a generous long thinker instead of somebody who vomits on you. Thinker instead of somebody who vomits on you. My boyfriend will hug my ex, your ex, but not you. You're welcome. Can red flags change, or once I see a red flag, should I leave? It depends on the red flag. Wife tells me half-truths to avoid fights, but later causes big fights. Sounds like you guys need some coaching. I really appreciate your lives and responses. You're so welcome. Guys, who wants a notification when I go live? Say I do. How do I know if a guy is seriously interested? You have to use the no kissing for 3 months dating rule. Like, that is the way to know if they are serious. Somebody who is serious about getting in a relationship and likes you, they're okay with waiting 3 months for first kiss. So for those of you who want a notification when I go live, click on my picture here. Once or twice, you're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click boyfriend's making dinner. Click on the bell. When you do that, say I just did. Somebody who's not serious about getting in a relationship does not want to wait 3 months for first kiss, because they're not looking for a relationship. They're looking for service to their bits and pieces. And so when you say, I need a coaching session, just did, I love it. When you say I'm not kissing for 3 months, they go 3 months to service my bits and pieces. I'm out of here because I'm looking for somebody, a body, to service my bits and pieces. And you just say you're not going to do that for 3 months. And I'm not here to get to know you. I'm here to get serviced. And so they go. Somebody who is looking for a relationship but are not interested in you, and you say I'm not going to kiss for 3 months, they're going to go. So whatever their reason is for leaving, it's a good thing they took themselves out of the picture, because you don't want to be taken up by either one of them and miss an opportunity to get with a generous long-term thinker who really likes you. Mega, I don't know. Very good plan. It is a plan, right? It is a plan. Do you want to succeed at something? Anything requires a plan. Anything you want to succeed at. If you are not lucky or intuitive, you need a plan. I think that there's a solution why there's so many broken relationships. Because no one is educated. When were you ever educated on the 12 traits you should look for in a partner? When were you ever educated that a kiss contains an aphrodisiac? I'm going to do the 3-month no kissing. Quick general question, just my opinion. I think if there's a solution, right? Yeah, lack of education. Lack of education will mess us up. Do you think love is a choice or a feeling? Both. Love is a verb. I look forward to your lives. Thank you. Love is a verb. Love is what you do. Love is also a feeling. It's an energy. It kind of feels like gratitude. How long does it take to fall in love? There's no rule of thumb for it. No rule of thumb. But to know somebody well enough to know that you love them, I would say give yourself 6 months. I need a coaching session. If you want a coaching session, go to my bio, click on the link tree, click the one-on-one button. It takes you to a page. Follow the instructions on the page. I love you back. How can someone know if they actually like someone they just started dating? 3 months scares anyone. Where do you get this from? Like, who brainwashed you into thinking 3 months was way too long? Oh my God, nobody's gonna wait 3 months for first kiss. Who brainwashed that into your brain? Who did that to you? Like who did that to you? That's so crazy. Who told you you weren't worth hanging around? Who told you you weren't worth getting to know? Who told you that what you wanted in a relationship wasn't as important as whether or not the kiss was good? Like, who said that? Who told you that? Because that is disinformation. Like, you have been disadvantaged by having this quote-unquote information driven into your brain to the point that you don't think anyone is going to wait 3 months for first kiss. I love being reminded of this every time I watch you. Yes. These are my books. So those are some of my books. They're not even all of them. These are all my books right here. Did I double up? 1, 2, 3, 4. What's doubled in here? There we go. Fix that shit. So these are my books. I wrote 8. You can find them on Amazon or anywhere you buy books online. If you like audiobooks, you can get Fix That Shit in audiobook in the link tree in my bio. Everyone disagrees. Who the hell is everyone? Because I haven't met everyone. I find a lot of people who agree with the no kissing for 3 months dating rule, including men. Everyone disagrees with the no kissing for 3 months dating rule. My bestie says no man our age will wait. Do you know what that is? Brainwashing. That is brainwashing. You will find that a generous long-term thinker who likes you, who wants a relationship, will do the no kissing for 3 months dating rule. If you don't want to be with a generous long-term thinker who loves you, then for sure, kiss to see where it goes. Keep getting caught up with selfish short-term thinkers. Keep having breakups. Keep getting into toxic relationships. Keep coming to me and saying my partner is a narcissist. Keep doing the same old way. That's totally fine. But if you get tired of that, then in order to have a different outcome, you need to start using a different behavior. And people who think the only way to find a partner is kiss a stranger and hope for the best, they're the ones who are sticking themselves into a box and getting themselves in the wrong relationships if their luck is off, if their intuition is off. But seeing where it goes and kissing the right one reduces the amount of time it takes to get into the right relationship. So if you just want to have fun, have fun. But if you're looking for a relationship, and listen, if you're not tired of being with somebody who makes you unhappy and then breaking up and then finding someone else, if you're not tired of that, like if you haven't gone through that so many times that you're not tired of it, then by all means keep doing the same old way. But don't say everyone, because that's just not true. And don't say nobody, because that's just not true. Don't convince yourself of that just because other people are saying that to you. Don't let other people trick you into doing the kiss to see where it goes just because they want what they want when they want it. Don't believe a guy who says that because he's a selfish short-term thinker. Don't believe girls who say that because they don't know any better. You're talking to a woman here. You're talking to someone who's done this. You're talking to someone who's dated men who waited 3 months for first kiss. Quality men. So If you want to weed out the selfish short-term thinkers who lack impulse control, the ones who are going to hit up girls on Snapchat, the ones who are going to talk to girls behind your back, if you want to weed those out, the ones who don't have impulse control, the ones who, I want it, so I'm going to do it. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't care about who you are and how you feel. I wasn't going to wait 3 months for a first kiss because I never cared about who you are and how you feel. If you're finished with that, use the no kissing for 3 months dating rule. If you're not tired of it yet, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're tired of that, start using the no kissing for 3 months dating rule. Can a selfish short-term thinker turn into a generous long-term thinker? If you won't kiss him, unless he's a generous long-term thinker. A selfish short-term thinker who falls for you, but your standard is a generous long-term thinker, this guy will man up to be the man by your side, but you got to have a standard. If your standard is, I don't even have to get to know you before I choose you for a long-term committed partner, how low does that go? Think about that. I don't even need to get to know you to choose you for a committed long-term partner. I want to get married. I want a husband. I want a baby daddy. I want the man who's going to buy a house with me. I don't need to know who you are. That's okay. That just sounds dumb when you say it that way, doesn't it? I want a baby daddy, a husband, and the guy who's going to buy a house with me, and I don't need to know who you are before I pick you. It just sounds dumb when you think about it. So if you want the baby daddy, the husband, the man who's going to buy the house with you, you need to know who he is. If you're blindly picking and going, I hope he's good, that's just dumb. That's just dumb. If your partner says, I love you before you're ready to say it back, how do you respond without hurting? You can, if you're not ready to say it, say, I really like you. I am super fond of you. These aren't words that I'm ready to say yet, but give me some time. He will wait if he respects you. If he doesn't respect you, he will not wait. It's that easy. Which one do you want? Like, do you want to know? Do you want to know? Again, you might be lucky. You might have good intuition. I would never discount that. But if you're not lucky or intuitive yet, do you want to know next time, or do you want to keep? Can you tell me about the Fix That Shit book? Yes. So relationships are actually really awesome when you don't fight, because fighting creates a retraction of good emotions. The opposite of retraction is growth. So when you don't fight, you actually continue to grow love. If you presume that the kiss can be a deal maker, I don't presume it, I know it. Everybody's lip secretes a chemical. This is biology. Welcome to biology class. Everybody's lip secretes a chemical that doesn't do anything to them until it comes in contact with another set of lips. The combination is phenylethylamine. It's an aphrodisiac. Coming together, that newness that you feel, that excitement you feel between the first and second date, even though you've never kissed, is like snorting cocaine. It happens regardless of a kiss. If you add the kiss chemical onto the cocaine that you took, now you snorted heroin. So do you want to do the cocaine and keep the red flag alert on and say yes to other people who want to take you out until you know who you're choosing? Or do you want to take heroin and lose your mind? This is biology. It is absolute biology. I don't presume the kiss is a deal maker. Any girl who says, if I kiss somebody on the first, second, or third date, and please go ask all the women you know, if you kiss someone on the first, second, or third date, and then they'll say to the next person who asks them out the next day, can I take you out to dinner? Can I take you out to coffee? And you say, no, I'm seeing someone. You committed to a stranger, which means you just did a dumb move. The kiss was a deal maker. Don't make the deal with someone you don't know. This is how you get into toxic relationships. This is how you end up with narcissists. This is how you come complaining about the bullshit that's happening in your relationship. He spends all of his time on video games. He doesn't make any time for me. What's the plan after those 3 months? Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Go back to your place. Don't leave for a week. Don't get out of bed for a week. Doesn't matter. But don't choose someone you don't know for a relationship. Why not save time and kiss first? Why? Why do heroin and not know what the hell is going on? Why do heroin and not know what's going on? Why would you put yourself through that? Will this be live on YouTube for reference later? I could do that. I could do that. You guys want this on YouTube later? Any thoughts on learning to embrace a pleasant relationship without highs and low lows? I would dive in to fix that shit and do what's in that book to even things out. This is the book that walks you through the process step by step on how to even your relationship out. This live is a good one. Yes, please. Okay. Okay. This one and my last one too. Okay. Which book speaks on aggressive marriages and how so? I don't know what you mean by aggressive marriages. Give me a script to address the screen sharing refusal situation. Come get a coaching session, love. There's no point me giving you a script if you're with a selfish short-term thinker. How can you stop having trust issues? Or get no more assholes, grade their paper. Let's not just look at a behavior in a bubble. Let's look at the person as a whole and properly assess who this is, because there's no point trying to fix things with a selfish short-term thinker. Super toxic and how to react to aggressiveness. Get out of the relationship. If you are in a relationship you describe as super toxic and aggressive, you need to exit the relationship because it is abusive. In theory, he would say, I just don't trust him, but I want to have a strong argument, but I can't word it. Yeah. So we need to do that in a coaching session, love. Yes. Have you ever run into a couple that was beyond your coaching? Yes. And this is, I missed you, I've been busy. I'm from South Africa. Just so people who there are people who come to me who don't want to take responsibility for their behavior. So I do have those sometimes. They just want to come vomit to somebody, and that's totally fine. They don't want to take responsibility for anything. They don't want to acknowledge anything they could be doing better. Totally fine. Sometimes I get couples who come to me, but the relationship is dead, or somebody in a relationship coming to me, but the relationship is already dead. They should have come a while ago, right? But now it's like trying to resuscitate a dead body. We can spend 15 minutes giving CPR, but it still doesn't guarantee that the body's going to come back alive. If I talk to someone online for over a year, the first time we meet in person, we kiss. If you got boyfriend level attention during that time, then yes. Yes, it is good. Which book speaks? Yes. I met a guy who only wanted to be friends till I cut off intimacy. Now he wants to try. Please, is this gaslighting or toxic? Sometimes it's, you don't know what you got till it's gone kind of thing. I would do the no kissing for 3 months dating rule. Okay, like I'm single, right? So I'm single and I'm using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule to make sure I choose the right partner. So if you want to do a no kissing for 3 months dating rule and hang around me for 3 months, take me out for 3 months, talk to me for 3 months. Let's talk about our fundamental values. Let's talk about life goals. Let's talk about life plans. Let's talk about timelines for 3 months. If you want to do that with me for 3 months, give me boyfriend level attention so that I get a sense of what it's like for you to be my boyfriend, then you can do that. But if you're not interested in doing that, then please continue on. Aren't abusive relationships difficult to exit for some people? I've done it. You just need to decide, right? You need to decide. I've done it. I had the kind of guy who would choke me, threaten my life. There's a few times I thought I was going to die. Literally, I had a pillow on my face. I actually went, wow, you really can't breathe when a pillow's on your face. A few times, literally, I thought I was going to die. Physically abusive, verbally abusive. I'd get a job to escape him so I could pay my own rent, and he'd go and get me fired. I made it out. You decide and you do it. No advice needed. Just super thankful for your insight. These past few months. You're so welcome. Is it wrong to ignore someone after an argument? Grab, fix that shit. Learn conflict resolution. Learn how to relationship. It's not wrong to not talk to somebody when you are angry, because it's not wrong to choose to not say destructive things. But learn to relationship properly. My mental health got very bad and my partner left me at my worst. I question if he'll ever love me. You're super sweet, love. So super sweet. Is it okay for a boyfriend to hang out and be friends with an ex-girlfriend if they are platonic? If they are platonic. Gaslighting is the worst form of abuse. I wouldn't say gaslighting is the worst form of abuse. Physical abuse is pretty high up there. I would say physical abuse is pretty... Oh, what did I do? Pretty high up there. Oh no, it's plugged in. How do we overcome a fight? Honestly, put your ego aside and step forward and take responsibility for your part. Go to your partner and say, I'm sorry for, and you know, everything that you need to take responsibility for, everything that you could have done better. I realize that the emotional outcome your behavior created. This is my plan for not doing this again. This is the fastest way to bridge a gap after a fight. And you make your apology a gift. You come forward, you apologize, you release the outcome, and you just release the outcome. I did my part. I did my part to be a functional partner. If you want to follow my lead, great. We are growing together. If you don't, that's okay. I will continue to do my part. Maybe eventually you will catch on and begin to do your part to be a functional partner. If you never do, that's okay too. I'm just going to outgrow you and be a better person. And my next partner will be a better person too, because like attracts like. It's that easy. I've got a coaching client send me a very long email. I understand when things are not done on a timeline that you have set up in your mind, period. As long as it's done in the timeline that it's necessary that it's done in, comma, you can simply deal with your emotions and let this go, period. Things are frustrating when they're not done on a timeline that you have set up in your mind. As long as it's done in the timeline that it's necessary that it be done in, you can simply deal with your emotions and let this go. My dad cheated on my mom, and now it makes me overanalyze everything about my boyfriend. I would get no more assholes, because knowledge is power, and knowledge certainly calms the mind, right? I'm very factual with my approach, very scientific, very analytical and logical, in my approach in choosing a partner. So you can grab No More Assholes, read this book, compare your partner to the 12 character traits, see if he has integrity, see if his integrity shows up in those 12 character traits. This can help soothe your mind. You can also start meditating, shrink your amygdala, reduce your capacity to feel stress, fear, and anxiety. I teach you how to meditate in this book. There's also a meditation resource button in the link to my bio that you can use to get yourself started on meditation. How often do you recommend texting someone from Tinder after 2 dates? You should be texting them right after your date, letting them know that you like who they are, you like something they did, you're eager to see them again, and then you can just make sure that your texts are 1-to-1 ratio. Don't over text. When someone gets upset and they ignore you, at one point, does it always become stonewalling? So they can do what they want, right? You don't need to ride their emotional roller coaster. You don't need to make your decisions based on their behavior. You can go to them and give your 3-part apology, release the outcome, go back to your life, go back to your self-care. Always keep the focus on yourself. Focus on your behavior. Hello, Polska Jerry. Instead of focusing on their behavior and how their behavior affects you, because now you are disempowered. You are empowered when your behavior puts you in a good place. You are not empowered if it takes their behavior to put you in a good place. Yeah. All abuse sucks. All abuse sucks for sure, though. Happy International Women's Day. 18 and 48? No. The youngest, when it comes to age gap in a relationship, the youngest needs to be 24, 25 and up. Once they are that age, their brain is fully formed, you are in the same playing field. Under 24, the brain is not fully formed yet. So basically, somebody is playing with somebody who's still in child brain. So adult brain, not quite adult brain, not level playing field. So this person should know better. Can insecurity ruin a good relationship? 100%. How often would you recommend texting someone after the second date from Tinder? 1-to-1. Like send them a text. Let them know you enjoyed them. Let them know you're looking forward to seeing them again. Plan another date with them. Don't over text. Send that text. Wait for their reply. Good advice. You're welcome. Guys, we did an hour already. What? What should I do if my boyfriend forgets everything I do for our relationship when we argue? You're arguing. You shouldn't even be arguing. Stop arguing. Get fix that shit. What should I do? Get fix that shit. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. And you will stop having these arguments, and you will not forget the goodness you do for each other. 25 and 21, that's close enough. Do you believe people can change? I believe everything is possible. Everything is possible. What does it mean when someone is clingy? It means they're making their partner the purpose instead of knowing what their purpose is and making their purpose their purpose. How can you tell if someone is doing the bare minimum in a relationship? They're not generous. They're not hardworking. They don't have work ethic. They're not conscientious. What should I do with my boyfriend? Yes, forgets everything when we argue. Stop arguing. Absolutely love your book. Say yes to goodness. I'm so invested. I love this. Thank you. How How do you express your boundaries without it turning into an argument? If they want to fight about your boundaries, that's their choice, but you don't need to partake. So you are going to say, I'm not telling you what to do. You're free to do what you want, but I need to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't seek the attention of other women. I need to be in a relationship with someone who's financially responsible. I need to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't let their mother disrespect me. What's the best way to reunite after deciding on a controlled separation? Read Fix That Shit. Understand how to relationship. Read Fix That Shit. Gonna be that guy. You're us. Oh, thank you. Hello, love. Guys, don't. How to stop being petty? You decide your behaviors before you do your behaviors. So is getting in a relationship with someone you don't know and hoping they're awesome, period. I really like the see where it goes and kiss the right one method, period. But you do you. I have a TikTok going a little bit bananas right now. How does one change a codependent relationship when you've been married since age 19? So you get Fix That Shit and Custom Made. So you're codependent because you don't know what your purpose is. So Custom Made is going to help you understand what your purpose is. If you do know what your purpose is, focus your attention on your purpose, blow that shit up. If you don't, grab Custom Made, figure out what it is, and then blow that shit up. And I teach you how to blow up your purpose. Fix That Shit is going to teach you how to manage your emotions and your behaviors. What's the best? Yes. Your advice is amazing. Thank you. We had a situation where he ignored me when I said no 3 times. Oh, what? I think you need to dump the motherfucker. What if their parents don't accept you in the family or marriage? Why would you walk into a burning building? You're welcome. What do I know about attachment styles? I know enough about it to know that it's unnecessary to place a label. Here's how you do attachment styles. We're going to talk about the behavior, so we figure out your attachment style. Then we're going to label you with an attachment style. Then we're going to talk about the behaviors you need to do in order to change your outcome so you get the goal you want. Or we can talk about the behaviors that are getting in your way, and then we can talk about the behaviors that are going to get you the goal you want. Why add an attachment style label that's going to make you think you're a shitty person? I think it's unnecessary. I think it is highly unnecessary. Highly unnecessary. Best book recommendation to stop overthinking in a relationship is Fix That Shit. I literally get you calming your mind and your emotions. I teach you how to calm yourself so that you don't vomit into a relationship and create unnecessary fights. 56 and 35, no problem. You're on the same plane. Yeah, if you're a huge overthinker and you don't like it, dive into Fix That Shit if you're in a relationship, or No More Assholes if you're single, because in both of these books, I teach you how to manage your emotions. I can't imagine myself without my husband either, because I choose not to. I know if I don't have him for whatever reason, I'll be okay. If I lose him to death, like, you know, if my husband decides to leave me, I'll be okay. I don't want to be with anybody who doesn't want to be with me. If my husband has an accident, and I have told my friends, if something happens to my husband, come get me, because I will be a wreck because I love him. And I don't deal well with loss that way. And so, yeah. What if his adult children don't accept you? Why don't they accept you? That's the question. Why? That is the question. I don't need to compromise access to intimacy to my body, period. I want to get to know somebody before choosing a partner, period. It just makes sense. I got a comment section blowing up. Period. That's right. Do you think it's okay for older women to date younger guys? Sure, why not? No, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as, like, you know, 25, 24 and up, I don't care how old you are. Go get yours. Go get yours. Go get yours. So the one-on-one session price depends on, we need to see your husband. I know. I'm trying to get him to come do regular lives with me. For my one-on-one session price, it depends on the option that you choose. There is a one-on-one button in the link to my bio, so click on that. It takes you to a page. Go take a look at the options, see what suits you best, and then follow the instructions to book yourself in for a session. Do you have a picture? I cannot show a picture of my husband. It is against his rules. It's against his rules. He won't let me. He doesn't want people. If you guys go to my YouTube channel, you will see some videos where he has shown up live with me, but he wears a mask. He will not let me show him. He always wears a disguise when he comes live with me. I'm not allowed to show his face. Do you think parents should be blamed for how partner acts or is? I think parents bear responsibility for sure. This is why I say, like mothers who are with abusive partners saying, I can't leave. I'm like, girl, you have a responsibility to the people you made. You need to put them in an environment that is healthy. We are monkeys designed to imitate. And you are showing them that the way to relationship is to be abusive or take abuse. You are setting them up for failure. Do I think parents have a responsibility in how their kids turn out? 100% I do. If they go out into the world and they don't know how to clean after themselves, parents' fault. If they don't know how to cook, parents' fault. If they're not financially responsible, parents' fault. If they are abusive or allow themselves to be abused, parents' fault. Yes, if you are a parent and you are in a relationship that is toxic and your children are witnessing that, you are an asshole. You are an asshole because you are setting them up for failure, and that is not okay. dump your boyfriend if he thinks it's okay to cheat on you. Just dump him. That's just stupid logic. Why doesn't he like showing his face? He doesn't want to be famous. Do you think we should have a good relationship with family before looking for a partner? I don't have a good relationship with my mom. That's not my fault. She's abusive and she refuses to stop. I had to kick her out of my life. And so sometimes we need to do that, right? But I control my environment. I don't let my mom come in and upset my relationship. Listen to on your podcast today was very insightful. Thank you. They're thinking he must be a superhero to have a great woman. He definitely was a good influence on me. I'll say that. I became much more confident and secure in this relationship because of how confident and secure he is. And again, we are monkeys designed to imitate. I was like, okay, I can level up. And I did. Because there's nothing wrong with the way he was. And I went, damn, that's it. That's a good place to be so confident, so secure, so okay. I think I want to do that too. And I did. And I like it. It's really nice. I thought I was, but the more attached I get, I feel insane fear of abandonment. So that sounds like coaching sessions, love. We can't be therapeutic on a live. I can't one-on-one you on a live. I need to really dive into who you are, what's going on in your mind, what's happened in your past. I need to unpack, and then I can give you the tools that you need. I can say the things you need to hear. I can have you doing the work you need to do in order to help you through your situation. I'm so glad you said that. I had to do that to my mom and I feel guilty. And of course you do, right? You have fundamental knowledge. What are your podcasts on? All kinds of subjects. You guys, you can go listen to my podcast or go watch my YouTube channel. The links to that are in the link tree in my bio. By the way, who wants a notification when I go live? Say, I do. Some parents in South Asian communities stay in abusive marriages because of shame. Thoughts? It doesn't matter what your reason is. It doesn't matter what your excuse is. It doesn't matter what your culture is. There are women in every single culture who said, I will not let my children suffer. And they left those relationships. So we are all making our own choices. We are responsible for our choices. We are responsible for the fallout from our choices. Great ex with your mom. Yes, guys, go listen to my podcast. You're really going to like it. As a girl, should I ask a guy on a date? You can. So for those of you who want a notification when I go live, click on my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. And the pop-up is a bell. Look at all my I do's. Click on the bell. When you do that, say I just did. Also take some time to go into your settings and make sure your notifications are turned on for when your favorite creator goes live. So my boyfriend cheated, but it still hurts. If you're trying to fix the relationship, then you need to fix that shit. I just did. Had to delete my mom, unfortunately. My wife has, yes, love it. I never fight with my husband, you guys. I haven't had a fight in 5 years with my husband. I have not had a fight in 5 years with my husband. Checking Amazon. Guys, you can get my books on Amazon or anywhere you buy books online. But if you like audiobooks, you can find Fix That Shit in audiobook in the link tree in my bio. Happy Women's Day, Miss Honey. Why do people think not fighting is impossible? Because they've never experienced it or witnessed it. And until you know, like there are therapists, psychologists, psychotherapists, like fighting is normal in a relationship. I guarantee you they've never gone 5 years without a single fight with their significant other. Guarantee. All they know is after a fight, they feel reconnected. Well, yeah, bitch, because you disconnected. How about you never disconnect? Oh, you've never disconnected. That's why you think fighting feels good, because fighting brings you back together, and that feels good. But let's stop disconnecting. How about we do that? How about we try that tactic for a while instead of telling people it's good to fight? How long should I wait before kissing a new love? What about intimacy? So no, if you don't know who they are, no kissing for 3 months means either you will get to know them and realize they're a good partner, get to know them, realize they're a bad partner, or they're going to run away and you're going to go, well, damn, I guess that wasn't the one that was going to stay through tough times. The only way a couple is not going to fight in 5 years is if they ignore each other. You are wrong. In fact, my husband and I make out more than twice a day. And when I say make out, like I tell you guys, I want a healthy relationship, no more assholes for me. So I tell you guys, when you have a partner, make out with them twice a day, minimum 5 seconds each time. My husband and I make out more than twice a day, longer than 5 seconds. We are ignoring nothing. We have resolved everything. We have no issues in our relationship because we've resolved all the issues, and we don't turn little things into big fights. And the things we do need to resolve, we have a conversation about it, not a fight about it. So you are very wrong. Boyfriend doesn't make out with me anymore. Do you make out with your boyfriend? The only person who says the only way a couple's not going to fight in 5 years is if they ignore each other is the person who's never had a conflict-free relationship. This is the person who's never fixed their issues in a relationship. You don't know what you don't know. Y'all should have been here when she annoyed husband by calling him on the phone, right? Yes. Yeah, it really is amazing, guys. We fought for 10 years. We haven't had a fight in 5 years. It's so good. It's so good. He pushes away when I try. Sounds like you're with the wrong partner, my love. Sounds like you're with the right person, or with the wrong person, right? Sounds like you're with the wrong person. Conversation tips for first date. I've got 15 questions and no more assholes you can ask. I told my boyfriend I feel unappreciated. He says he's trying. Try doing what's in, fix that shit. It really does create more effort and closeness in a relationship. Your voice is so reassuring. Legit, come on here to hear your voice. That's awesome. Awesome. And not fighting for 5 years doesn't mean we don't have emotions, right? Like Honey mentioned. It doesn't mean we don't have emotions. It doesn't mean we don't annoy each other sometimes, but they just don't turn into fights. Did I told you guys, let me see. I think I told you guys, yeah, I told you guys what happened. And that you said you learned more from that than if it had gone well. Pretty dress. It's actually a top. It's a really cute like knit top. I really like it. It's so comfy too. Dating tip to date an alpha male. Talk to me about behaviors. What are the behaviors you're trying to change? Boyfriend says our relationship is not his top priority because he's working on himself. I'm not sure my relationship, like to my husband, is his top priority. I convinced 3 people to start meditating because of you. Like we are focused. I am my top priority, right? Your boyfriend is not wrong, and you should be your top priority. You should not be putting your happiness aside for anyone else. The partner who is right for you wants you to be happy. You to be happy, not you to seek happiness from them, but for you to be happy and bring that happiness to the relationship. That is what's healthy, right? I teach you how to do this and fix that shit, by the way. That's wrong. You making your relationship your top priority means your purpose is your partner. Your partner is not your purpose. Your talent is your purpose. Your gift is your purpose. Your purpose is your purpose. That thing you would do for free that ultimately you can be paid to do, so that every day that you get up and work and you make money, you are doing something that you love, that you're passionate about, that you enjoy doing. It puts you on fire. That is your top priority, finding what that is and doing that. And your partner is the icing on your cake. This is the person that at the end of the day, you go, how's your day? And you share your success with each other. You share your downtimes with each other. You share conversations about things that were annoying with each other. But if your partner is your purpose, then what happens if your partner wants to make their purpose their purpose? Now you feel lost and afloat and adrift because their time is occupied with their purpose, and they make you the icing on their cake, but that's not enough because I don't get all their time. Halfway through my 3-month no kissing rule. So exciting. What's happening? What's happening? Perfect timing finding this channel. Long distance relationships. Yeah. Just don't fight. Always telling my boyfriend I don't like when he adds girls on Snapchat and he ignores me. It sounds like you should dump him. Sounds like you're with a guy and not a man. Sounds like you're with a selfish short-term thinker and not a generous long-term thinker. Somebody's getting freebies. Guys, there's a freebies button in the link tree in my bio. If you go check it out, you can get yourself a free book and some worksheets. If you're finding it hard to leave someone who's immature, come get a coaching session. Guys, who wants a notification when I go live? Say I do. You remind me of Jan from the show The Office. Wasn't she a little crazy though? Wasn't she a little cray-cray? Just a little crazy. I for sure need dating advice. So anybody who wants to get a one-on-one coaching session, go to my bio, click on the link tree. There's a one-on-one button. You can follow the instructions and book yourself in for a session. Somebody else just got freebies. I struggle with separation. I feel like I act distant and rude when I just miss her. So you can get a session. We can talk about your behavior and how to change it. Or you can grab Fix That Shit, start using that to deal with your emotions and resist your impulse to use disruptive behavior when you would rather use behaviors that were more aligned with your intent. If you're saying you can't leave a relationship that you shouldn't be in, you definitely need to get a coaching session. I do. Okay, my I do's. Those of you who want a notification when I go live, click my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell. When you do that, say, I just did. This isn't asking for advice, but you're gorgeous and so helpful. Thank you for all you do and your posting. Thank you. I appreciate that. Look at all the people. Look at all the people getting freebies. Oh, just about Fix That Shit. I love it. Welcome. Do what's in that book, my love. Do what's in the book. Acts of service ideas for my husband, daily things. Every day I ask my husband's acts of service. So every day I say, baby, is there something I can do for you today? Most of the days he says no. The days that he asks me to do something, they're so easy to do. He appreciates that I ask. It helps him feel loved. Even on the days where he says no, that feels like an act of service, me just asking. Somebody getting freebies. Look at all the people getting freebies. Like that time, he asked for beer. Oh yeah, he asked for beer. It was so cute. He was so cute. I give him his meals. I do. I make him his breakfast, his lunch, his dinner. Sometimes he calls me between breakfast and lunch, and it's so cute because he rarely asks for favors, right? So when he does, it's always like this, right? So sometimes he'll call me after breakfast and go, baby, can I have another coffee, please? I'll be like, of course, baby. I go make him a coffee. I bring it to him. What's going on? Dating and relationship advice with my people. Hello, loves. Who is here from the last TikTok I posted? Who is here from the TikTok where I say, if you, high value man, if you don't even want to know who I am, your value is 0. Do you enjoy the acts of service more than he enjoys receiving them? I certainly love that he's an acts of service person. Me, love it. Have you ever struggled to figure out what you're going to cook for your husband? I'm so lazy in the kitchen, you guys. By no means do not think I'm a good cook. I am such a lazy cook. This is so cute. Welcome, my loves. Welcome, welcome. If you guys want a notification when I go live, click on my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Boyfriend and I are together for 6 months. He said he wants to get engaged in 6 more months. Should I, if that works for you? Yeah, if that works for you. Wait a sec. Together 6 months. Wants to get engaged in 6 more months. So that's a year. I guess he doesn't believe in test driving. In other words, living together for a year before getting engaged. My rule of thumb is be together for a year, live together for a year, and then get engaged. So 2 years to get engaged. I told him the 3-month rule. He doesn't want to do it, but I already committed to not kissing. So if he doesn't want to do it, what does that tell you about him and what he thinks of you? What does that tell him about what he thinks of you and why he's around you? I really enjoy when you come on live. It's really informative and awesome. Thank you. How do you get the freebies? Go to my bio, click on the link tree. There's a freebies button. You're going to add yourself to my mailing list, and then you can download a book and some worksheets. In the middle of Fix That Shit, my highlighter hasn't been this much in action in a while. I love it. I love it. Mika. What you gonna do, Mika? Are you gonna let the guy who says, I don't get to know you? Like, what the fuck is that? Are you gonna let that guy walk away? Is it possible for a high school relationship to actually last if it's a good relationship? 100%, yes. 100%, I've seen it. 100%. If you guys are good with each other and you're happy, oh yeah, you guys can go all the way for sure. Rest of your lives. Hi. Oh, someone getting a freebie. Amazon right now only lets me download a sample, not the whole thing. Are you on the right Amazon page? Are you on your country's Amazon page? Do you want to double check that? Ooh, Vanessa, girl, come on this side. Come on this side of the equation. Come be a woman who's with a man. Don't be a girl who's with a guy. Come be a woman who's with a man. Dump the motherfucker. Get yourself your man. Stop being with guys. They do not make you happy. Men make you happy. Guys don't make you happy because guys are all about themselves. Me and my wife were together for 7 years, lived together for 6, were engaged for 2 years before marriage. Guys, I give away a free coaching session. Somebody got a freebie. I give away a free coaching session every single month on Instagram. The giveaway is up. Go check out my Instagram page. Go take part in the giveaway. We need the bell. Oh yeah, Vanessa. She hasn't left yet. Vanessa needs to leave. She gets the freedom bell when she says, that's it, I'm done. On Instagram, the giveaway is up. We're going to be doing the draw soon. So go sign up for the giveaway for the free coaching session. Did you do the 3-month rule with my husband? I did it for years, actually. I did it by mistake. Then I learned about it. Then we broke up and I did the 3-month no kissing rule with somebody amazing. But then my husband wanted me back before I kissed him. So I dated this man, and he was a man, for a couple months. But then my husband wanted me back before the 3 months was up. Then we broke up again. I met another man, dated him for 6 weeks, and then my husband wanted me back again. So I used it by accident, and then I used it on purpose. I'm telling you guys, I'm in the right relationship today because I used that rule. I wouldn't be here right now today for you doing this if I had not used that rule. I wouldn't be here. How to know if he's a winner from wasting my time? Grab No More Assholes. There are 12 character traits. Grade his paper. Does he get an X or does he get a check mark for each of the character traits? If he is a 9 or less, no, 8 or less, if he's 9 or more out of 12, that's a generous long-term thinker. You can build a life with this person. You can go fix that shit, iron out the wrinkles, make things work better. You can make a life with this person. If he is 8 or less out of 12, don't do it. I do believe in soulmates only because of my husband now. Before my husband, when people say, do I believe in soulmates? I say, I'll know it when I find it. I don't know yet. Is it normal to dream about your ex even if you don't think about them at all? Yes, because they own a neural pathway in your brain, and occasionally when you're sleeping, that pathway will fire up and it'll send you a dream. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that's it. It was just a firing of the neural pathway. That's all. I don't have a promo code. What book are you just realizing you may be codependent with the avoidant attachment style? So that's the combination. That is Fix That Shit and Custom Made. Fix That Shit and Custom Made. If you guys like audiobooks, by the way, Fix That Shit is in the link to my bio as an audiobook. But if you want Kindle or paperback, you can get that on Amazon or just about anywhere you buy books online. Lots of people getting freebies. Go get your freebies. Go get your freebies, my love. I love it. Go hit that freebies button in the link to my bio. I have a boyfriend and he's really nice, but I really think I need to be alone for a while. You can do whatever you want. This is your life. You get to dictate it and no one else. I never got a bell when I blocked my guy for being a racist. What? There's your bell. There's your bell. Good girl. There's your bell. We got the freedom bell. Your outfit is on point. Well, thank you. To the peeps here finding it hard to leave a relationship, get the free book in her bio. That's right. Get the freebies. Get the freebie book. Get the freebie book, my love. Boyfriend graduated. I have 2 more years of school. Can this relationship still work? I do not have a crystal ball. But it can if you don't fight and you are happy and you bring happiness to the relationship and they are happy and they love seeing you happy and you guys are happy together. Of course. Of course. When is it too soon to move on? It's never too soon to move on. Never too soon to move on. Use the no kissing for 3 months dating rule. Don't fall into your next relationship. Select your next relationship based on knowledge, not some stupid societal rule that says you need to kiss to see where it goes, not some stupid notion that if you don't kiss, you're going to lose the opportunity to get in a relationship. That's dumb. That's not true. Don't believe it for a second. You know who wants you to believe that? Guys. Do you know why? Because they get what they want when they want it. They don't have to show you they're decent. They don't have to show you that they're honest. They don't have to show you that they share the same goals and the same timelines. They don't have to show you anything. They just have to get to the 4th date. They just have to lie enough to get to the 4th date, and they gotcha. That doesn't work for you, because you end up in one shitty relationship after another because you're doing the see where it goes and kiss somebody and hope they're decent. Fix, Session, and Custom Made are the 2 books I have. Love this. Freebies, a free book and worksheets if you hit the freebies button in the link tree in my bio. A boyfriend and I have been together for 1.5 years. We're hitting a place where we argue a lot, and that's because no one taught you how to relationship. Nobody taught you how to relationship, and probably you guys didn't have the right role models. Like, we are monkeys designed to imitate. If your parents didn't have ideal relationships and no one taught you how to have an ideal relationship, how can anyone expect you to have an ideal relationship? You need to learn. So here is Fix That Shit. This is Fix That Shit, you guys. This is 50 chapters on how to have a good relationship. If you are with a generous long-term thinker who loves you, come learn how to relationship. Stop guessing. Stop being the blind leading the blind. Learn what it takes to have the right relationship. Make it work. Unpack your emotional baggage. Stop vomiting on each other. Stop fighting with each other. Know how to resolve conflict. Know how to calm your emotions. Know how to not fight. Know how to not fight. Always calling me a good girl, but it's okay. I'm sorry. What? You're cute. I'm sorry. Over 80% of my audience is female. I make assumptions. I'm sorry. I don't look at pictures. I don't look at names. It's so rare that I know who's who. So I'm super sorry. Take it as a compliment. Take it as a compliment. When is it too soon to move on? Never too soon to move on. Thank you for the fire. Separation issues okay? I don't know why. I don't know. Girlfriend questions why I watch your live streams. Should I leave her because she doesn't? So, red flag. A red flag. They don't like me. If they don't like me, that's a red flag. Because what I teach is how to not operate from ego. So if your partner operates from ego and they don't like me, that's a red flag. I teach people to take responsibility for their behaviors. If they don't like that, that's a red flag. When she questions why you watch my lives, say, I find this very educational on how to have a good relationship. Do you want to learn this with me? My boyfriend asked when International Women's Day is, and that annoyed me because he only cares because Women's Day. I didn't know it was International Women's Day today until people were saying Happy International Women's Day, and it was all over the radio. So my girlfriend invited me to her place on Saturday for brunch, and I remember when she first texted me and said, hey, do you want to come to my place on Saturday? It's my birthday. I've got people coming over. I totally forgot the it's my birthday part. And I showed up for brunch, and some people were like bringing gifts and cards. And I was like, oh, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. I just like the special occasion is your existence. That is always the special occasion for me, is your existence. How to break up with someone you live with and doesn't have their own prospects or job. You make it not your responsibility, right? You make it not your responsibility. I understand that you don't have a place to go and a job. I will give you, 3 months. If you want to do that, if you feel generous enough to do that, I will give you 3 months to get yourself a job and a place to stay. But beyond that, it is not my responsibility. And if you don't have some place to go, that's not my fault. It was up to you to use those 3 months to get yourself a place to go. I do everything for him. I do one thing wrong and he acts like I'm the worst person ever. It sounds like you're with a toxic, abusive, selfish, short-term thinking partner. It sounds like this is the wrong relationship to be in. I've never been in a relationship before, but every talking stage I've had, they've never worked. Does talking include kissing and sex? Because if it does, you're not talking. Like, talking is when your mouth is not occupied and you are actually getting to know each other. Guys, who wants a notification when I go live? Say, I do. I tend to be a homebody most of my time working. I tend to be a homebody most of my time working. To go.